Hello, everybody. It's Teresa here. Imagine it's August the 14th already. Where is the time going? Still in Leo season. Still time for us to absorb all those beautiful rays of the strong, beautiful sunshine and allow ourselves to stand more in our power than ever before. So yesterday I went for a gorgeous walk up to County Fermanagh. And we did a walk known as the Stairway to Heaven. So it's a really, really beautiful walk in nature. I have lots of photographs up on my Facebook and my Instagram account, actually. It was one of my daughter's birthdays on Friday. And that's what she wanted to do, for the family to come together and do this walk together through nature, allowing us to, reset, take in the energy and the power and the beauty of Mother Nature and absorb that. And of course, we love nature and love walking in nature. John and I get out into nature quite a lot, but we'll be doing a lot more in the future. So I would encourage you all to find something that you really love to do and to connect with nature in a way that's possible for you and in a way that's right for you. So I'm going to draw a few cards. I feel very strongly about coming on maybe once a week, maybe on a Monday, and taking a few messages. So I did sit here for 15 or 20 minutes before I put on the video. I'm just on my phone actually. And I got in a few little pointers that before I do take a few angel cards and other cards that I'd like to talk about. So I just feel it's a great time for us to be in our sovereign power. It's probably more important than it ever has been in this lifetime anyhow for all of us. And we have that opportunity. We really are supported now by the universe to be our creative self, stand in our own strength, start connecting with our soul and finding out what it is that we're here to do. And most of us have a good glimpse of that at this stage, but it's about breaking those old patterns, of doing what you've always done or what somebody else expects of you, and step into your creative power and your creative soul self. We've never been in a time where we're supported so much by the energies that are flooding into the planet. And a few questions to ask yourself: what are my strengths? What would I really love to be doing that it seems just too good to be true? And then what can you do about aligning yourself with those answers? So what's your real power? It's a time of change for everybody. So, not to be afraid to change. Very often we get into a comfort zone. All of us as humans do. And change becomes a little bit scary. For some of us, it's less scary than others, but for most of us, there is a period of time where, we feel like we want to change something, do something maybe radically different, or maybe just a little bit different. Some people take it step by step. I'm one of those ones that tend to jump without the parachute, but I always land safely. I always feel I have angels with their wings out holding me when I'm flying, free flying. So it's ongoing growth for us all. It really is. So Tony Robbins used to say, we're either growing or we're dying. And I took that on board. So how can I grow myself? That's another question I ask myself. And I suppose a really big thing that has struck me lately in particular is to acknowledge the journey that we've been on, and to ask ourselves, what was I like and what was I feeling maybe 1 year ago, maybe 2 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, whatever is right in your life, maybe 10 years ago, and just look back on that journey and notice what you have already acknowledged and worked through and healed. And that's kind of something that's going to propel you into continuing your growth and healing more and experiencing more and having a lot more joy, because there's that healed parts of us, those healed inner child parts of us that are just bursting with joy. And it's really important to acknowledge them, to feel them, to think about them, to honor them and honor yourself, and then to be able to decide, right, what's my next little bit of creativity, and stand into that power and take those steps that are necessary. So I'm going to take a few cards. So this deck is just calling me the Power to Surrender cards, because really we need to make space for everything. So this is a generic reading for all of us. And if you do want a full reading, I offer them on Zoom, and I offer them here in this space as well. But a lot of people that live far away prefer, and it's more acceptable for them to take a distant reading. So I always give some healing with my readings, and it takes about an hour for a reading. So it's fairly thorough, and the angels always give great direction. So, oh my goodness, there's a card jumping up here. It's actually two, I think. So let's see what these are. Okay, so surrender to wonder and awe is the first one, and surrender to passion is the second one. So let's see. Open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. So, you know, it's really important to stay in the flow. And there's nothing better than nature to give you that moments, you know, these beautiful trickling waterfalls that we came across yesterday. They were like so awe-inspiring. The heathers, the different fauna. Oh, it was just so amazing. But for all of us, we have lots of moments of awe, and just surrender to it. Just allow yourself to slow down. You know, smell the roses and be in awe of all of that. You know, when you see a beautiful flower, a beautiful rose, whatever it may be, and to think that, you know, it started as a little seed and it developed itself into this magnificent flower. And very often they're battered and torn by the weather, just like we're battered and torn by life itself. But at the core, they're still perfect, just like us, perfect at our core. And of course, here comes the passion. So this is again what I'm talking about, the soul stepping into your creative self, stepping into, you know, your own authentic self, and what it is that you really are passionate about. What is it that you really would love to be doing that it seems too good to be true? That's really your question. It says, get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Woohoo! Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. So there's the word flow in both of those cards. So, you know, if you'll always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. And it's a really true expression. So it's about getting out of your head and moving things around and around and churning them round and round and round and getting the same results. That's actually the definition of insanity, you know, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So let's go for the good results. Let's go for what makes that fire rise in our belly and allows us to do what we're passionate about. So what is it that you're actually passionate about? What do you really want to do? Give yourself a moment to feel that and think about it. And that's what you're following. That's what you're stepping into. That's what you're supported to do. Now, I feel drawn to taking a card from Archangel Michael and just see what Michael has to say, because we need all this support, you know. It's a really long self-actualization process, and I'd love to do it in this life. Would you? Like, I mean, we're just chipping and chipping and chipping and chipping away, but we've never had so much energy to support us. And we're here, you know, to really experience it all. So we'll take away all the labels and we'll call them rich. All the experiences, we'll call them rich. Angel Ariel actually calls experiences rich for the soul. Okay, this is what Michael has to say. And keep your eyes on your targeted intention. And then there's a little prayer. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me focus on my inner vision and intention. I ask for your guidance in releasing any fears or doubts, granting me the confidence and courage to take action towards realizing my dreams. Aren't they just tying in so beautifully? Confidence and courage. We're in the Leo season. We have the courage of the lion. We have the confidence of the lion. And again, to realize your dreams. That's your passion. That's your soul stuff. So what is it that's coming up for you at the moment? And, you know, having the courage to follow that is really what we need. And you'll find it, you know, you'll find it in here in the heart. I'm going to take one healing card for us all and see what the message is today. So I'm just going to ask the angels now for a generic card that will help us all. I'm taking a message away, and this is for this week, okay? So from the 14th to the 21st of August. Wow! Jumping cards. Okay, so learning to love myself. I choose to see the beauty in me. My wealth lies in my nature and potential. I transform my weaknesses into strengths. I realize that I'm a light being and I allow myself to shine. Isn't that just so beautiful? Full of heart energy. But you can see all the chakra energy in that. The full balance, the full spectrum. Learning to love the self. What a beautiful thing. So for the week ahead, I'll just put a synopsis here. What I feel that's really coming in for us is to be able to stand in our own strength, to stand in our own knowing, our own power, and feel what our creative self really has an aspiration around. What is it you would really like to do? What do you desire? Break the chains of the past, break all the old patterns, make those changes, step in confidently and courageously, and just take the reins in your own life. Don't be afraid to shine your light. That's what's needed. We all need to shine our light. And it starts really with loving yourself. So that's the overall card, learning to love yourself. I choose to see the beauty in me. Isn't that beautiful? God bless you. And if you'd like a full reading, you will find me on my website, www.lightingtheway.ie. And under book a session, you will find how to book an angel card reading. God bless you and thank you.